Aric Almirola is set to retire after this year, so let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's up, everybody? If I haven't earned your subscription, hopefully I will earn that today. All right, let's get into it. Aric Almirola announced today that he will retire at the end of the 2022 season, leaving an open spot available in the number 10. Logically, they just hired Ryan Preece as the test driver, development driver, backup driver, whatever you want to call him. Logically, he would slide in and fill that role in the number 10 car. He is not Kevin Harvick's replacement, as some sources have said. Don't know where they got that from, but I never really thought he was going to be Kevin Harvick's replacement, because here's the deal: when you replace Kevin Harvick, you have to replace Kevin Harvick with a big name, because Kevin Harvick is one of the biggest names. He's always a top 6 to 7 merchandise seller every single year, so you have to replace him with either another big name that is going to move merchandise like that and be the centerpiece of your franchise, so to speak, or you have to replace him with an exciting young talent that is going to, do the same thing merchandise-wise, and hopefully you build with them and go into the future like, a Haley Deegan or somebody with a big name behind them like that. So I never thought he was going to be the replacement for Kevin Harvick, but I did see him sliding into the Aric Almirola seat, but I didn't necessarily know it was going to happen this quickly. So I think Ryan Preece is definitely going to fill that spot given up by the Aric Almirola retirement. But let's take a look real quick and see what Aric Almirola had to say about why he's retiring. I got this from the NASCAR Report on Instagram. He said, "To be the best in the business, you've got to be selfish, and for the last 37 years, my life has always revolved around me and what I needed to do. I want to be present, I want to be the best husband and father, and that to me means more than being a race car driver." So I can get with that. I mean, he wants to watch his kids grow up, and he wants to be present in their lives. It's hard to do that when you're on the road 36, 37 weeks out of the year, and especially this new schedule where there's basically no off weeks. So I understand where he's coming from with that. He's not the youngest driver, and he wants to watch his kids grow up. So I get that. Seems like a pretty cool guy. I hate to see him go, but I respect the decision nonetheless. Another interesting aspect to this is that Smithfield Foods has always been super loyal to Aric Almirola. Are they going to stay with Stewart-Haas and Ryan Preece if Preece gets that ride when they put Preece in that car? So there's a lot of questions with Aric Almirola retiring, because if you remember when Aric Almirola left Petty, Smithfield Foods left with him, and there was a little bit of a kerfuffle about that. Some name calling and finger pointing happened. But Smithfield Foods has always been loyal to Aric Almirola. Are they going to be loyal to Stewart-Haas going forward? So there's a lot of questions around this whole deal, including, it's not for sure that Preece will get in that ride, so it's not for sure, but I think definitely Preece will be in that ride. Just the timing of it seems very much like they got Preece to replace him, because they announced Preece last week, and now this week Aric Almirola announces he's retiring. So I think that's a pretty safe bet that Preece is going to be in that car. But will Smithfield Foods stay? That's another question I have. And another question going forward is, who are they going to tap to replace Kevin Harvick when Harvick possibly decides to retire? And when is Harvick going to retire? He might go the Mark Martin route, where he races into his 50s, because he would miss it that much if he leaves. All right, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully I earned that subscription. If you got a comment, leave it down in the comment section. I'd love to know what you guys think about this situation. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.